So yesterday, Minecraft's newest update, The Garden Awakes, was released. This biome comes with quite a few new and slightly creepy features, including the new Pale Garden. And as this article mentions, mobs don't seem to spawn here, which of course leads us to believe that there's some pretty sinister things going on here. This picture also is quite a big hint that there might be something to be experienced there. This is the new mob, the Creaking. Now, the Creaking is like a reverse Enderman. You gotta look at it, because if you don't look at it, it starts following you. But if you do look at it, it will stop. Something straight out of a horror movie. And you can't actually kill it either. You have to find this block, which when you hit the Creaking, it sends off a trail of particles that will lead you to it. This is called the Creaking Heart. Destroy this, you kill the Creaking. There are also new blocks, like the Pale Oak, which I myself am very excited for, and I know lots of other people are excited for, since we finally have a white wood block. There's also the Pale Moss, and this is slightly different than the moss blocks you find in, under the ground, but they are still very cool, because you can also have moss hanging from the ceiling. I'm not sure if you can climb them like vines. We'll have to check that out. There's also these flowers called the eye blossoms. A little freaky, but I mean, that's keeping with the theme. And as far as I know, I think that there's some new ambience, like music and sounds when you're in here and stuff. The water and even the sky, I think, might look different. I'm not sure though. And going back to the Creaking, I'm not sure if he drops anything. He might just kind of be like the warden, just there for adventure. But we will see, because I decided to create a world that is completely made out of Pale Garden. That's right. This entire world is the Pale Garden. And we're going to be playing through it. It's going to be interesting. Now, as I have mentioned, I'm not entirely sure about everything in this new update. I did kind of stop checking up on it after a hot minute, because I'm just gonna be honest, don't take offense to this. The update looked boring to me. I'm sorry, but that was just my opinion. It definitely is a little cooler now, but it's gonna be a little difficult, I realize, since mobs don't actually spawn here. We're gonna have a plant-based diet or a diet of rotten flesh, whichever one comes first. But yeah, this is gonna be a survival world of just the Pale Garden. So let's go down here, because you may have noticed. I did get a bonus chest just because I thought to myself, it doesn't really matter if I have a bonus chest or not. It will help a little bit, but I mean, we're literally are gonna be in a place where this terrifying creature lurks. What have I gotten myself into? Okay, so first thing, of course, let us chop down a tree. And I was right, there's new ambience. If you can see in the subtitles, it literally says eerie noise. Good job, Mojang. That's a very nice descriptive way to describe the noises. I actually, to be honest, there's a very good reason why I have the subtitles on, is because I actually can't hear the noises, because every time I've recorded, that might just be because I was on Hypixel, but when I've recorded, the noise was so loud, it was hard to hear my voice. So I just turned down the volume a lot. So that's why I turned on the subtitle, so I can actually, I can't really hear anything, so at least I'll be able to see it. But it might, to be honest, be a good idea to turn up the volume. And just hope that you guys can still hear me, and that me chopping down this tree isn't going to be deafening. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a survival world, of course, as you can tell. It's not hardcore, it's just throw myself into a bad situation and let's see what happens. And I noticed something that I didn't know about, is that there's particles falling from the trees, like in the cherry grove. That's really cool. Like the little leaves fall down. I love that. That's actually it's a tiny detail, but it's cool. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, gonna just chop down these really tall and slightly unnerving trees and be with you guys in a minute. Alright, everyone, I got a stack of wood, and for some reason I decided it was a good idea to come over to this little island, just because I thought it would be fun to live here. And from the structure of the little islands, it kind of looks like a swamp, like all the little scattered bits of land. And also, I discovered no, you cannot swing on the pale moss, which is a little sad because they look like vines. But oh my goodness, there is a fire over there. Let's ignore that. So I think we're gonna live on this little island over here. It's a cute little island. We already have our first crops growing. Are they particularly useful crops at this point in time? No, but I don't care. So might as well get started. First thing, boom, crafting table, and my axe broke, so we don't actually need to make a new one at this point, but I will make a shovel so that I can start getting some stone. I can't tell if the sun's going down because the sky's brown. You know what would be scary is if one of the trees here had a creaking heart in it, and I didn't know it, and then I was thinking of using these trees as like corners of my house, but if like one of them had a creaking heart in it and I didn't know it, that would be a little disconcerting. Yeah, let's. You know what? I'm gonna build my house the way I want to build it, and we'll worry about that another time. So we're gonna integrate it into part of the trees. So we might even put like a house, like a room into the trees, like at the very top. That might be cool. We could put a big old window there. I think it might be a good idea to cover it up for now and then make a window. I know this is just like a starter house, but I can't help myself making it big. I would rather spend a good bit of time building a big house in Minecraft than spend like a little bit of time building a bunch of extensions. Like, oh, I have a tiny little house, but then later I'm just gonna have to tear it down, and then, or like add another little extension, and then tear part of it down, and then put another little extension. Nah, I'd rather just rather have a house, a nice house, not a dirt shack. I don't think I've actually, to be honest, I don't think I've ever built a dirt shack in Minecraft. I know it's like the iconic first house that you have in Minecraft, but I don't think I ever did that. The sun, okay, there's the sun. Indeed, the sun is indeed going down. So it might be a good idea to, I keep seeing that fire in the corner of my eye. It might be a good idea to go underground, especially since this is the Pale Garden and creakings, multiple, yes, will come out at night, and I don't want to be there when that happens, to be honest. So I think tonight I'm gonna live underground. How about that? And yeah, I do have a few torches, so that's good. So yeah, we can just live under here for now. And then come tomorrow, we can come out again and continue building our very nice house. So I'm gonna start digging for a bit, and I'll see you guys in a moment. So I came up to see if it was daytime. As you might be able to tell, it's not. And even though I know it's not gonna be super like scary, it's mostly just meant to be creepy. I have this couple plushes on my desk, and one of them I like moved like tiniest little bit. I saw it in the corner of my eye, and I jumped to high heaven because I am so paranoid. It's just like, oh, just move to the next tiny little bit, and I jumped so hard I almost knocked over my microphone. So yeah, this is having a bad effect on me, but it's for the content. Finally, it's daytime. And if you want to know why I was so jumpy, it's because for some reason, even though I know it's not, my mind keeps thinking that this is the Dwellers mod. I tried that mod on Bedrock one time. I couldn't do it for 10 minutes. I was so freaked out. I apparently the Dwellers mod that I used to watch on YouTube and the one that is now the Dwellers that they use now. There was some different ones and also just updated versions of the ones I used to watch. They're much more terrifying. They were already terrifying, but now they're so much more so. I couldn't do it. I was gonna turn into a series, but nah, I'm not doing that. So yeah, that's why I'm quite jumpy, but I don't know why I replaced the dirt. But yeah, so thankfully it's daytime now, and I probably should go grab the. Do I have. No, it's down here. I should probably go grab the workbench and maybe make a stone axe or two so that I can finish the walls of our house. So I'm gonna make two. Why not? And I probably should bring this with me and maybe at least one furnace. Why do I have 4 furnaces? Well, one furnace is never enough. Neither is 2 or 3. You should always have as many furnaces as physically possible, in my opinion. Okay, let's chop down this tree so that it's not one of the trees I might integrate with the house. So, yeah, my plan for the house is, like I said, integrate it with the trees, and if one of them has a creaking heart at it, one, that's unfortunate because that's gonna be one freaky evening. And two, I'm thinking of like if I get some iron, eventually make shears, to get some leaves and to use that as the roof, and then put like a room made out of maybe make like another room, probably the bedroom on top. Like we're literally going to be living in a tree house. A house made of trees instead of in the trees. Well, technically it is in the trees, just not in that sense. One of the reasons why I love these trees? It's because they're like the dark oak. And by that, I mean they're huge. They're absolutely humongous. They give so much wood. Like, look at this. I already have half a stack, and that's not even all the wood. That's just the wood that I had picked up. There's all this one on the ground. Like, they're just so great. The annoying thing is you need 4 saplings to grow one tree. And they don't always give you 4 saplings, so that can be a problem. But for now, we're fine. And I just noticed something. It's gonna be hard to connect this side of the house to that side. I think I'm gonna connect it that to that tree, that tree, that tree, that tree, and then this tree. I might have to stop it here. Oops. I might have to stop it at the sugarcane, and then we just have like an arch, kind of like, oh, I have an idea, kind of like a boat waterway. It's the garage for the boat, where you park your boats. I'm gonna have to fill it up later. Yeah, I think that I could probably make that look cool by my standards, since I am not really much of a builder when it comes to Minecraft. I don't have, even though I've been playing Minecraft for quite some time. Gosh, how long have I been playing Minecraft? Let's see. Probably since I was like 7, so probably in the vicinity of 7 or 8 years, which is, I haven't been playing it since obviously the beginning, but I've been playing it for a fair amount of time. That doesn't mean I'm any good at the game though. I just do this I just do this for fun. But if other people enjoy it too, then that's great. So let's go around here. I need to stop hitting those because they're, well, actually, maybe, can you shear them like you can, like vines and stuff and make them stop growing? And I don't think that works for sugar cane, but I know that works for vines. At least I'm pretty sure it works for vines. Where there, if you like, if you and also like the hanging vines as well from the nether, if you shear them, then they'll stop growing. I think either that or I'm crazy. I could be right and still be crazy. That is very much a possibility. The walls of the house are almost done. I need to connect these two. Probably put. I want to have at least a 2x2 door. Maybe I could do like make like a really fancy entry, fancy by my standards. Like if I had like a door, trap doors, and a door there. That might be cool. So like it looks bigger, but it's actually still 2 doors. All right, let's do that. And like I said, the walls are nearly finished already. All right, let's go around and chop down another tree, and we only have that's our last tree on this island. Oh wait, yes. All right, that will eventually grow and continue the cycle of life. So I'm gonna chop down this tree, put up these blocks. I may or may not have to start, well, to be honest, I will have to start chopping trees over there. But the island, as far as the house is going, because we're also using the trees as part of the walls, it's going pretty good. So yeah, I'll keep chopping this down and see you guys in a moment. Alright, so the sun is going down once more. I have finished the walls. I blocked this part up, which is going to be the entrance with some cobblestone. I blocked up the waterway too, but that doesn't mean we're safe because I'm not sure if one of these trees has a creaking heart in it or not, and I don't want to find out, to be honest. Call me a coward, but yeah, no armor. The best weapon I have is currently a mostly broken stone pickaxe. 2 pieces of cooked salmon is my food. I don't have a bed to sleep in, and I was actually thinking about that off camera. And the only way for me to actually get a bed, because there's no sheep, is to hunt spiders, because they'll drop string or find a mine shaft, which I'd rather not do. Get string and then craft that into wool to make the bed. So until then, I'm going to be having some sleepless nights, which means phantoms, which means off-camera mining for me. So I think that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and remember to always stay super.